Hello, everyone. Well, Paul was out increasing awareness for our Care Not Kill campaign. Second, we have a Manitoba Youth Conference recap. Third, Paul and Joel, they have plans for presentations in Southern Ontario in the coming weeks. And finally, we'll take a quick look at where things are at after the first 6 weeks of ARPA Leaderboards. It's Wednesday, October 29th, and this is Quick Updates. Paul was at an event in Peterborough last week to help educate people about the state of euthanasia and assisted suicide in Canada. Here's a clip of the question and answer portion of that evening.
If I may, my encouragement to you, when you go home tonight or on Monday, give your office a call, send them an email saying, vote in favor of this. Here's my postal code. You're not going to just delete this because you know I'm in your riding. This matters and you should vote in favor. Second, very briefly, we have flyers as well. I have a couple of stacks at the table there, and you can order more on our website for free. We'll send them to you, carenotkill.ca, and it's a very simple, kind of eye-catching thing. It says mental illness should never be a qualifier for MAID, and there's a QR code on there that whatever riding you're in, you can contact your MP right away. So if you wanted to give out 100 of those in your neighborhood, or in your apartment building, or somewhere else, the more constituents that our MPs hear from on it, the more likely it is to pass, and we've got about 6 weeks.
Colin, Naomi, and Lori, they spent a few days with Manitoba high school students last week. Let's check in on how that went.
Well, hey everyone, we're here at the Manitoba Youth Conference. We're just wrapped up on the second day of a 2-day event. We've had 53 youth join us for this conference. We've had a couple of exciting workshops. We've been able to be joined by some great panelists that have talked about how faith and politics interact. So 3, 2, 1.
Manitoba!
Thanks, Colin. This weekend, students in BC hope to participate in our 4th and final youth conference of this year. We hope they have a great couple of days in Smithers, and thank you to all the students that helped participate this year. Next up, Paul will share some details about upcoming presentation plans in Southern Ontario.
The preamble to the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms reads, "Whereas Canada is founded upon the principles that recognize the supremacy of God and the rule of law." Those are powerful words, but they've been largely forgotten in Canada's public life. What does that mean for us as Christians, and how should we respond? This November, ARPA Canada is hosting a presentation called God's Supremacy and Canada's Public Life, taking place in 3 locations across Ontario. We'll look at what that statement truly means for our nation, how Canada has turned away from it in practice, and how Christians can faithfully engage in today's public life. I'll be speaking alongside Joel Persaud, ARPA's Associate Legal Counsel. We'll be in Guelph on Monday, November 10th at Emmanuel Canadian Reformed Church, London on Tuesday, November 11th at the Free Reformed Church, and Ancaster on Thursday, November 13th at the Canadian Reformed Church there, all starting at 7 p.m. Come, be encouraged, and see how God's authority still calls us to faithfulness in Canada today.
Thanks, Paul. Finally, we want to highlight the great action and activities going on with the young people. ARPA Leaderboards is a countrywide competition between high school students designed to encourage political action. This year's competition is about 6 weeks old, and our young supporters have been busy. From handing out Care Not Kill flyers, hosting flag displays, sending emails, and showing up at youth conferences and the Let Kids Be rally, they have been busy with political action. At the end of the first 6 weeks, Emmanuel Christian High School in Fergus is in the lead, but there has been amazing activity all over the country. Keep up the great work, everyone. Well, that's it for quick updates this week. Thanks to you for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.